Good afternoon and welcome to Pakistan Today News from our New York studio. I'm Chris Taylor. We begin with tragic road accidents that have claimed at least 24 lives in two separate incidents in Punjab and Balochistan. In Sargodha, 14 people were killed when a passenger truck plunged into a canal amid dense fog, leaving several others injured. Rescue teams rushed to the scene and shifted the wounded to nearby hospitals, while authorities launched an investigation into the cause of the crash. In a separate incident near Ormara in Balochistan, 10 passengers lost their lives after a coach overturned due to speeding and loss of control. Officials have urged motorists to exercise extreme caution, particularly during poor weather conditions and long-distance travel. Turning now to a major development from Karachi, where police have arrested a man accused of sexually abusing more than 100 children, along with his accomplice, in a major operation in the city's Tipu Sultan area. Police say the main suspect, identified as Imran, targeted boys aged 12 to 13 over several years, luring them on his motorcycle before committing the crimes near the Malir River. His alleged partner, Waqas Khan, was also detained during the raid, which followed a victim's identification and DNA matches linked to multiple old cases. Authorities say complaints were received between 2020 and 2025. And investigators believe many victims remain unidentified. Sindh Chief Minister Murad Ali Shah has praised the police action, ordered strict legal proceedings, and demanded daily progress reports as the case moves forward. In Punjab, the provincial government has approved Basant 2026 celebrations in an expanded format, allowing kite flying not only on rooftops but also in public parks and open spaces across the province under strict safety standard operating procedures. Officials say the decision aims to spread the joy of the Spring Festival more widely while ensuring public safety, with Lahore's major parks now included in the festivities. Citizens have been urged to strictly follow safety guidelines to prevent accidents during the celebrations. For more on the security arrangements surrounding Basant, we go to our correspondent Drake Rowland in Lahore.
Authorities here have finalized extensive security preparations ahead of the Basant celebrations scheduled from February 6th to 8th. Police have submitted a detailed plan to the Lahore High Court, highlighting lessons learned from past festivals and outlining strict enforcement measures. The plan includes zoning of kite-flying areas into red, yellow, and green categories, along with drone surveillance, control rooms, and social media monitoring. Officials say the focus is on preventing dangerous practices while allowing the festival to resume safely after a 2-decade suspension.
Thank you, Drake, for that update from Lahore. The security plan submitted to the Lahore High Court also calls for mandatory QR-coded registration of every kite and spool to prevent the use of hazardous strings. Glass, metallic, or chemical-coated wires have been banned, along with aerial firing, drinking, and illegal rooftop activity. Motorcycle riders entering red zones will be required to wear helmets and safety antennas, as authorities stress zero tolerance for violations. Moving on to a significant legal ruling, the Supreme Court of Pakistan has declared that pension is a constitutional right of government employees, not a voluntary benefit. A 3-judge bench overturned a previous service tribunal decision, ruling that a former civil servant was entitled to pension benefits despite applying 13 years after resignation, having completed the required 20 years of service. The court stated that a delayed application does not disqualify an eligible retiree from receiving pension under the law. The judgment reinforces the principle that pensions are earned through long and faithful service. Internationally, the Norwegian Nobel Committee has clarified that while the Nobel Peace Prize remains inseparably linked to its original recipient, the physical medal itself may be sold, donated, or gifted at the laureate's discretion. The statement followed reports that Venezuelan opposition leader Maria Corina Machado presented her medal to U.S. President Donald Trump, who accepted it. The committee emphasized that while the medal, diploma, or prize money can change hands, the honor and recognition remain permanently with the original winner. Past laureates have similarly sold or donated medals for charitable causes. Finally, a landmark United Nations Biodiversity Treaty has officially entered into force, creating the first global legal framework to protect ocean life beyond national jurisdictions. Known as the Biodiversity Beyond National Jurisdiction, or BBNJ Agreement, the treaty allows countries to establish marine protected areas in the high seas and address threats such as overfishing and habitat loss. More than 80 countries have ratified the pact so far, with others expected to join. Under the agreement, states must conduct environmental impact assessments and cooperate on marine science, aiming to protect 30% of the world's oceans by 2030. That's all for now. You're watching Pakistan Today News. I'm Chris Taylor.